Hi, my name is Nicole Jacobs, and I'm the Designate Domestic Abuse Commissioner for England and Wales. And I'm really pleased to have been asked by the police video for you as a message as part of your efforts during the 16 days of activism as part of the UN Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women and Girls. You have an incredible partnership approach in Durham, and I had the pleasure of recently sitting in a meeting and hearing a lot of the approaches that have been taken, particularly during COVID and the lockdown. In relation to domestic abuse, but also just the wider partnership that is built up over so many years with such exceptional champions and leaders in the Durham area. And I know you're very proud of your response to domestic abuse, and I really applaud it. Um, I think we all will be spending time thinking during these 16 days, what can we do individually and within our own organizations. Domestic abuse is one of those issues that is so prevalent and so pervasive that we all can do better, and we all can improve and will continually improve practice. It is one of those things that it's not about doing any one thing. It's about really continuously working together, really thinking and adapting, and renewing our approaches, because it is an issue that requires a true coordinated community response. And what I mean by that is having really sustainably funded services at the center of all of our efforts, and really valued for the incredible work that they do to really help support safety and services for victims, and that is for the adults and children who are subject to domestic abuse. And then around them, that wider coordinated response, the thread of work that needs to be happening in our housing, our mental health trusts, our hospital trusts, our GP services, wider community services, and obviously our criminal justice systems. But it's not any one of those things alone that will get us where we need to be. We all have a part to play, and we will all have opportunities in the next 16 days to consider what we can do as individuals, what we can do together in our teams and in our own organizations, and how we can improve working together. It's the kind of issue where we will never feel we're quite there yet. And I think what that means is that we all have to renew our efforts, really think about what we could do next to improve services, listen to the voice of lived experience of people who've been subject to domestic abuse, and really integrate and challenge ourselves all of the time to really improve our practice. And that's what I can see is the ethos in your area, and I just really want to applaud that. As part of my role as the Domestic Abuse Commissioner, I'm expected to be mapping services, really looking at practice, thinking about and encouraging areas to really live up to kind of the breadth of that coordinated response and what good looks like. And so I really look forward to partnering with you about that, and really making some of the exceptional practices that we see in Durham and other places much more common practice. So we all always will have work to do, and I appreciate all of the hard work that you're putting in. It is such an important issue that touches on so many areas and in so many lives, and we all have this time to really focus on what we can do to make things better. If I could leave you with just one thought of something that you could do during this time, it would definitely be to reach out to your legislators about the domestic abuse bill. So get in contact with your MP, encourage your MP, or if you know anyone in the House of Lords, to really pay attention to the domestic abuse bill. We're looking for a date in the Lords. It's not been set yet. We're hoping that it will be at least by the first of the calendar year, so that we can really continue with this domestic abuse bill, which will have such a huge effect on our services and can be improved still. I think that we could have a broader statutory duty for a breadth of services, a wider breadth of services than simply refuge, which is of course very welcome, but we know we depend on so many more community-based services in domestic abuse, and we really have to address issues such as, no recourse to public funds for migrant women, because that really holds them back from being able to access services. There's other amendments that I'm supportive of. I'm sure that you will know some as well. Please be in touch if you want to know a bit more about that, and definitely get in touch and keep in touch with some of the incredible opportunities up ahead of us. Getting involved with the strategy, the government consultation on the strategy for violence against women and girls is right around the corner. There'll be sessions that relate to the statutory guidance that will sit alongside the domestic abuse bill. These are some opportunities we will not have had very often or have had before, and so it's really important we all focus on those and get involved in those so that they're the best they can possibly be. Thanks for this opportunity to talk to you. Thank you again to the Durham Police Crime and Victims Commissioner's team and office for your leadership. And I hope you enjoy your 16 days of activism. Bye-bye.